All right. We are live. Hello, and welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 549. I am Jared, hashtag not all Jews, and I am here with Alex of the Noticing Caucus.
I've been noticing, Jared, but good to see you. Good to see you guys.
And the Paranoid Crypto Hootie, James Babb.
So great to be with you guys. What an exciting time it's been.
It sure
Exciting it has been.
It's nice and quiet there on your deck there, Babs. You hear the crickets, the August crickets.
Yeah, man. This is
like
ASMR.
A lot of background surfing.
Yeah, it's punk rock ASMR now.
What?
Do you know what ASMR is?
I don't know.
It's like it's like these videos or like audio recordings that are meant to like soothe you. So like people will like do like make sounds with like they'll be like kneading dough or like crinkling paper or like stuff that's supposed to be calming.
Gold coins clinking.
Yeah, shit like that. That
flipping coins. Wait, what?
Or like So that's
like I've seen those videos, or just any YouTube channel where you have a something to calm for hours,
right?
Like 8 hours of waterfalls.
It's just so nice here. I wanted to be outside and get a chance to piss off the neighbors with my obnoxious commentary, and they only hear me spouting off about stuff. They have no idea what I'm talking about.
Like there goes James again, shouting to himself.
You keep doing it on the deck, man. You might like red flag yourself or something.
Yeah,
they listen in on your conversations.
How close are your neighbors? Like, how much property do you have?
It's like a half acre. They're within like 50 feet on each side.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good luck.
So, man, where do we kick off this week? A lot happening.
I guess we could start with the big news, right? This mass shooter.
Yeah,
literally mass shooter.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Putting the mass shooting. That's terrible.
Very sad. But shocker. Yeah, Jared, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? Tell us about it.
So let's share this post here that has a couple of images.
I think we need to jump on the bandwagon and use this incident to support our previous narratives.
Well,
like which narratives?
Well, everyone else is using it to support they're either against they want gun control, they hate white people, they're like they want to crack down on anti-Semitism. Like everybody's got an angle on this. So we might as well as, why not?
All right, but what's our angle though? Is what I'm asking.
I don't know. I have to. I know nothing about it yet, but I'm assuming I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say psychiatric meds.
So it was a 22-year-old trans biological male who identifies as a transgender woman. 22-year-old Robin Westman, and this is Robin's gun here, which looks like some sort of AR-15.
Finally, it's going to do something for equality, right? Like women have been complaining about not having their own mass shooters for a while. So finally, there's a female mass shooter.
Well, remember the last female mass shooter like tried to shoot a bunch of people at YouTube and ended up just like dying. Just like that's all that happened. Remember that?
I don't remember that one.
It was like some crazy some crazy lady went to go shoot them up and just like didn't hit a single person. I think she ended up getting capped.
Was it a lady or
It was a real lady. Yeah, she was like Middle Eastern or something, I think, though. Not that disqualifies her as a lady, but just adding additional context there.
Well, remember that shooter? How about that Puerto Rican female shooter that like went into Congress and shot the place up in the 50s? Now, she was bad. Her aim could have been better, but at least she chose legit targets.
Right.
Not wasn't children. Just kind of crazy shooter.
Yeah, it's like this.
So yeah, he's got on his gun here. He's got burn Israel, destroy HIAS. I don't. There's a bunch of random stuff on here. There's another angle that says, it says 6 million wasn't enough.
Okay.
So
it wasn't 6 million, but anyways.
This is, and then that's got to be a false flag. I mean, seriously.
Exactly. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, there was another one that said, I'm forgetting her name, but Weaver's wife's name was on another part of the gun.
See, so this way, look, it's those gun nuts.
It's the gun nuts.
Anti-Semitic people. It's trans people. Like, we're gonna have to crack down on all of these people now.
It's like if you were gonna completely fabricate the ultimate, American terrorist, this would be it, right?
Look, it says stack sats. Yeah, look at that. Bitcoin.
Well, how about so exactly, like, so it's on twice
blockchain.
Yeah, Israel must fall, and then a couple others, and in with this rise of quote anti-Semitism going on. But yeah,
and that's why he shot up a Catholic church. Give me a break, right? Like they're not like. It might have even been believable if it like a synagogue had been shot up, but no.
Yeah. And
that's why it's like, is it an op? Because like, why would they choose a Catholic church?
Yeah, Mossad would definitely just take out Jews just to make a point. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give a fuck.
But then how about
at least make it consistent, right?
But this is what they're running with. Look at this guy. It's Aaron Cohen. And Jared, we got the docs here. So this guy's a former IDF advisor. So Aaron Cohen, an IDF special operations veteran, was just on Fox News promoting a new program he created called Gideon that will go into use next week, which uses AI to determine threat assessments of individuals who have not yet been convicted of a crime that are then forwarded to law enforcement. So this is him on Fox News right after this happened. So never let a tragedy go to waste.
Trace, as you know, correct, 100%, and she's 100% correct. I am now about to launch Gideon, America's first ever AI threat detection platform built specifically for law enforcement. It scrapes the internet 24/7 using an Israeli-grade ontology to pull.
What the fuck does that even mean? Israeli-grade ontology?
It's gonna.
Does he know what ontology means?
It's gonna listen to podcasts. It's gonna check out It's going to subscribe to the Punk Rock Libertarians Patreon. We're going to get to the bottom of all of this stuff.
Ontology is the branch of metaphysics dealing with the nature of being. What the fuck is he talking about?
How did he use the term?
He said it features Israeli-grade ontology. What does that mean, dude? God? Like...
It somehow, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know. Like
I feel like hospitals are in danger right now, and journalists.
That's all that I know.
Specific threat language and then routes it to local law enforcement. It's a 24/7 detective. It never sleeps, and it's going to get us in front of these attacks.
Would it have picked up on this, do you think?
100%. I wish my program would already be up. We're not launching until next week. I've got a dozen agencies on board, Trace. I just unloaded a major Northeast agency with over.
Isn't Palantir already doing this shit?
This is America's early warning system.
Lieutenant Mark Evans.
Trace, as you know.
What?
Isn't Palantir already
AI, an Israeli AI that can scan the internet, get out in front of this stuff, and then deploy some kind of like robotic drone to handle it? Like, what's the next logical step? Right? Like,
Palantir's already.
I don't think calling the sheriff is going to be enough. I think they're going to have to send out Terminators.
We're
Rizbots.
It's trending in that direction.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been watching sci-fi my whole life. It has completely prepared me for war with the machines. Okay, I'm down. I knew it was coming. I'm ready.
What are you gonna? What's
your strategy?
Yeah, what's your preparation look like? Just load up on beer.
Hide in the woods.
Yeah. Go to Maine. Yeah.
I mean, realistically, like, wouldn't you much rather shoot at like robots coming at you than people? I mean, I don't think I'd really enjoy shooting anyone, but
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really feel much empathy for shooting machines as long as they're not like actually conscious.
or at least like semi-conscious artificial life forms. You know what I mean? Like, I'll shoot them. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be harder to kill is the problem, because they're going to be made out of metal probably.
Well, if I recall, I think one of the ways that you can defeat them, the way Captain Kirk did it, like you just basically say something to them that's completely illogical, and then like smoke starts coming out of their ears.
I think you watch.
So just start like episodes. Just like start blasting liberal propaganda at them and just watch them just completely. Does not compute. Does not compute.
So I think the way that Kirk defeated him, he said, everything he says is a lie, you know, and then Chekhov says, I'm lying, you know, like what?
Yeah.
Does
Paradox.
not compute.
So what else we know about this Troon that pulled this off? You know, you notice there's a trend in that, like a lot of mass shootings, a lot of trans. They seem to be I don't know, chemically and mentally imbalanced people.
Pharmaceutical status. I really think that the absence of this question at every mass shooting leads to a certain conclusion. Like they want to ask about his religion, his politics, his this, his genitals, everything, right? But nobody says like, well, what psychoactive meds was he on, right? I mean, he's got gender dysphoria, and we know that quite often that comes with comorbidity, other psychological conditions. The dude was treated. I'm sure he's on some kind of frickin' meds. Like, shouldn't we be talking about that?
Yes,
yeah.
I mean,
unless the pharmaceutical companies are like somehow own the news. Wait a minute.
Are you noticing things, Bab, that the pharmaceutical industries and a lot of these organizations that push this ideology happen to be, it's and then the mother apparently worked at this school for quite a few years until supposedly retiring. I guess she worked there part-time. But the fact that, so you're a Catholic mom and you went along with your kid and transitioning. So there's so many things that are just off, and it does seem like an op. The fact that on the AR-15, all this, and is there a manifesto out there? Have we got around to? But did they release it, or is it heavily redacted?
It's been like the Cyrillic alphabet. It's like something weird about this manifesto. I don't understand.
Well, the one link you sent early on when this story first broke, this one here, you see him sort of leafing through. This looks like it's in English. Hard to read from this picture, but like you can see it like leafing through.
To my family and friends.
It's laminated for some reason.
Hope you can read that. Yeah.
Depression, anger.
I think I am dying of cancer. Is that what it said at the top?
Unity and guns.
P.S. There, let's pause it. Let's see what this. Okay. Yeah, he seems sane.
He seems stable.
Yeah, very stable. I'm sure those.
Oh damn! There's like 10 minutes of this shit.
Hormone blockers, quick.
Oh, there's a picture of Jesus.
Well, okay, wow. So
on a
he
target.
has a picture on a target. Then he's showing off all the firearms that he wrote all these messages on.
You know, the hard part is figuring out like exactly what is the op, right?
Right.
Like it's the op on top of the op again.
Wait, what that say?
I'm the woker baby.
I'm the woker baby.
So curious.
Wow. Okay.
And then there's like what look like Cyrillic letters.
Where's your fucking god now?
Okay.
Shit.
Where's your
I'm
God?
looking for the Randy Weaver one.
I don't. Was it written on like the? What's it say there?
It might have been written on one of the
on one of the mags.
Yeah, I'm trying to like.
Yeah, for those listening, we're just watching through this insane video. We'll link it.
There's this one is interesting. Sponsored by BlackRock.
Well, yeah.
Anybody interviewed BlackRock to find out?
Yeah. Do they have a comment?
Is that
there it is, Vicky Weaver.
Wow.
And then apparently that symbol there was used in another mass shooting, so he's kind of being a copycat here. I forget which.
There was something where he had referenced like other shootings in his manifesto.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think he's probably just a deranged person.
Joe's asking, new fan here, is this the Transfesto reading stream?
Transfesto. Oh, God.
Yep. Well,
comments are a little light today, man. Where is everybody?
I don't know. 4-day weekend.
Yeah, maybe they already on vacation?
People kicking off early. I don't know. Maybe we're being suppressed. I tell you what, you know how everybody was like, oh, yeah, Elon's running Twitter and everything's going to be great and wonderful. I don't know. I don't think it's all that great.
Are you kidding? What was that? He came out with something ridiculous on UBI. Didn't he come out in favor of he made this UBI post?
Probably.
He's just as freaking communist as the rest of them.
Yeah.
How about speaking of? How about Trump acquiring 10% of Intel?
Yeah. What is?
Wait, what?
You didn't hear that?
No.
They acquired 10% interest in the federal government.
Yeah. I thought you said Trump.
Well, he did it, but
yeah, I thought you meant he like his like.
No, he didn't personally get it, but
yeah, I think our USAID money dried up. That's why there's no fans.
I'm sure his payments are came in through the back door. But how about that? Like now you can look at your computer and be like, government inside.
Right. Now, is that just why do they feel the need to take a 10% stake in Intel? And what's his face? The Being Libertarian posted it. I don't think he's the Treasury. Is he the Treasury? No, he's not the Treasury Secretary, but he was in front of Congress explaining why this is needed. And I'll have to pull up the docs on that. But what is it? Just because chips are at a premium, we're buying them all from Taiwan and China, and we feel no need to subsidize an industry that's non-existent in the United States. We're trying to grow it, or is that the reasoning?
You mean what the narrative is? I don't even know what their official narrative is on this shit. But NVIDIA is also suggested that perhaps the government would like to own some of it. Like these guys are like, I don't even know what's going on, but these mega corporations want to merge with the state, I guess, right? I don't know.
I don't see what advantage that gives them.
I think it was probably
10% does
10% nice chip company you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. What kind of situation? Does
10% get you any voting power?
Supposedly they're not going to have a board rep, but yes. Right?
Yeah, if you dump 10% of a stock, it's gonna do stuff. Yeah, honestly, it's they're already working for the government. Why not just make it official?
I think this is where business owners line up to pay the mob boss. Right. Oh, I'm happy to support you, sir.
U.S. to take 10% equity stake in Intel in Trump's latest corporate move. What's we got here? August 22nd, President Trump said on Friday that the U.S. would take a 10% stake in Intel under a deal with
Intel's struggling? They're struggling?
Yeah, apparently. That converts government grants into an equity share. The latest extraordinary intervention by the White House.
They already got billions of dollars of grants. And I think this allows them to not pay it back, kind of a thing. They're like, hey, you want to pay that back? Or what if you just, cut us in?
So the deal puts Trump on better terms with the Intel CEO after the president recently said the CEO should step down due to conflicts of interest. It will ensure that the chip maker will receive about $10 billion in funds for building or expanding factories in the United States. Under the agreement, the U.S. will purchase a 99.9% stake in Intel for about $8.9 billion or $20.47 per share, which represents a discount of about $4 from the Intel closing share price of $24.80 on Friday. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess just corporate welfare.
It's more like straight up fascism.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Is it when it's 10%? Is it fascism or communism? Like if it was 100%, we'd say it's communism. But 10%, controlling private corporations is more fascist. So,
guys, say the line again.
As I think Mussolini would call it fascism, the merger of state and corporate power.
Right.
At least we got Ross out.
Yeah.
Man, it is just so.
And I'm sure the MAGA-tards are just cheering the shit on, like, oh, look at Trump making the big deals, like helping out American companies.
Yeah.
Even though like the owner is like
he's from China.
Chinese.
From China.
We really need to know what like actually goes down. You know what I mean? Where like that CEO knew that he was doomed. Like once Trump is you're in Trump's crosshairs, you might as well, you're like a Cracker Barrel logo. Like you're not
Dude, Cracker Barrel, it's back. The old cracker. They put the cracker back.
Did you see like Trump was not going to allow this corporate logo change.
Right.
It is one of the enumerated powers of government.
Well, but we can't burn flags now, but Cracker Barrel's back.
Oh yeah, let's see that thing, man.
Dude, they arrested some veteran like within an hour of doing that.
I saw that. He was outside the White House, and I mean, granted,
there's no way this holds up in
court,
right? I mean,
obviously they know that, but it's still. I see it as. I mean, my position on flag burning thing's my same as my position on the Cracker Barrel thing. It's like, where are the Epstein files, and how come nobody's been arrested? It's like anything that's a headline that's not including Epstein is a win for these bastards. So if they want to argue about,
can you do Cracker Barrel? Flag burning charges your attorney general.
Would you listen to this? This is very important. Flag burning. All over the country, they're burning flags. All over the world, they burn the American
all over the
flag.
world.
And as you know, through a very sad court, I guess it was a 5-4 decision. They called it freedom of speech, but there's another reason which is perhaps much more important. It's called death. Because what happens when you burn a flag is the area goes crazy. If you have hundreds of people, they go crazy. You can do other things. You can burn this piece of paper. But when you burn the American flag, it incites riots at levels that we've never seen before. People go crazy. In a way, both ways.
When was this? Wait a minute.
There's some that are going crazy for doing it.
Flag burning? Refresh my memory.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Let me ask. I'm going to ask Grok while you let that play.
It just ignites something inside of you. You just want to go just crazy.
For others that are angry about them doing it.
This dude is just the king of talking out of his fucking ass.
What the executive order does, sir, it charges your Department of Justice with investigating instances of flag burning, and then where there's evidence of criminal activity, where prosecution wouldn't fall afoul of the First Amendment, and instructs the Department of Justice to prosecute those who are engaged in these instances of flag burning.
And what the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. No early exits, no nothing. You get 1 year in jail. If you burn a flag, you get, and what it does is incite to riot. I hope they used that language, by the way, did they?
Incitement.
Incite to riot. And you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail, and it goes on your record. And you will see flag burning stopping immediately, just like when I signed the Statute and Monument Act. 10 years in jail if you hurt any of our beautiful monuments. Everybody left town. They were gone. Never had a problem after that. It's pretty amazing. We stopped it. But this is something that's...
Wait, what? You get 10 years for doing what? Tearing down a statue?
I think he's talking about Charlottesville, where there were good people on both sides, including Chris Cantwell.
Well, that wasn't the good people. That was the third people. There was good people on both sides, but the Cantwell was the third faction that crashed the party.
Now, there was another guy that literally crashed the party, and that was the problem.
Literally, very sad. Yeah, this is so I took a little jab here at old Joe Jorgensen. It's not enough to be passively anti-flag burning. We must be actively anti-flag burning. Donald Trump probably. But this is probably the most conservative justice of the Supreme Court that's looked up to by all conservatives within the GOP.
If I were king, I would not allow people to go about burning the American flag.
Justice Antonin
However,
Scalia.
we have a First Amendment which says that the right of free speech shall not be abridged. And it is addressed in particular
standing there like this
to
is some
speech
sacred thing.
critical of the government. I mean, that was the main kind of speech that tyrants would seek to suppress. Burning the flag is a form of expression. Speech doesn't just mean written words or oral words. It could be semaphore. Burning a flag is a symbol that expresses an idea. I hate the government is unjust, whatever.
If you're not sure, then in the end, and no one knows the Constitution better than you do, doesn't it come down to your personal interpretation of the Constitution? If it isn't clear cut, which it clearly isn't, you in the end have to make an opinion, don't you?
Well, don't forget this person has to be convicted by a jury of 12 people who unanimously have to find that he was inciting to riot. So, it's not all up to me. It would be up to me to say that there was not enough evidence for the jury to find that, perhaps. But ultimately, the right of jury trial is the protection.
Yeah.
Just keep up that's the way it is in the movies, dude. Like, just shut up. First,
but the fact that like the Trump would be throwing this out there, and it's just like, here's back in 2012, one of the most conservative justices of the Supreme Court basically saying like, no, you can't pass law. Like, what are we doing here? So, and then, plant-based, don't give them any ideas. I mean, surprised there aren't laws against burning the Israeli flag yet.
I'm sure it's illegal to burn an Israeli
flag.
Well,
it's incitement to riot. Like, if you say something is incitement to riot, it could literally be anything. It could just be protesting whatever, right? Like, they could just come in and say, oh, like, because, like, we had some, MK Ultra guy come in and start throwing bricks at the Starbucks. Like, you've incited this riot. It's time to go to jail for a year.
But don't you find it just disgusting that everyone's like, oh my God, First Amendment, it's so sacred. Like, holy shit. Like, I mean, we haven't had any First Amendment protections for years and years and years. Not to mention the whole social media influencing and blocking and they went through over COVID, through the elections, through Russiagate, through the Israel lobby, all this shit. I mean, I've got friends from 10 years ago went to jail for passing out flyers on the sidewalk. Okay. Like, nope, there is no frickin' First Amendment. It's just a frickin' sales brochure. It's never existed. How about, it's just an idea. Oh, how about if I want to send you some ones and zeros and that's my idea, but you say it's you don't have a permit to transmit money. Right, like, all of this stuff is a joke, right? Like, the idea of freedom of expression there is none, absolutely none. And for these people to walk around like, well, we better debate this. It's a sacred thing. Just shut up. Sorry.
Well, it's just another distraction. It's just another, ultimately, and
who really cares about flag burning?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have jobs around the water cooler. Is everybody like, oh my God, the flag burnings? We got to do something.
Yeah, we got to do something about it. It's just
or they
do they where you work, Alex?
Losing their job or their markets or unemployment or.
Dude, I'm so busy at work dealing with like so many other things. I barely even communicate with my coworkers. And if we do, we don't talk about like clown world shit like this.
My water cooler's down in my kitchen.
Yeah, that too. So. You don't have a.
You work at home, Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nobody cares. Like that's the thing. These issues that they bring up, nobody gives a shit. It's just so evident that. All this mainstream media outrage.
Cracker Barrel either, right?
No.
Like really,
dude, I go to Cracker Barrel once a year.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, when we go camping.
Are you a regular, Babs?
When we go
camping. I've never been inside a Cracker Barrel.
You've never?
Dude, it's honestly for like a chain breakfast diner thing. It's actually like not bad. Especially like we go camping out in Green Ridge in Western Maryland, and then on the way back home, we stop off at the Cracker Barrel, like Sunday morning. We're all hungover as shit. We go to the Cracker Barrel in like Frederick or something, and it fucking hits. It fucking hits. But
I shouldn't have judged it prematurely.
And you go there, and it's like out on the porch of the place. They all have these like long ass porches. There's like a shitload of rocking chairs.
Yep,
that are like $300. Like they're nice rocking chairs. They're like $300 or something. You go inside, and then there's like a store that has all these like tchotchkes and all this like crap.
I don't know about all the Cracker Barrels, but I mean, I remember the one up in York, PA had some nice boogaloo attire. They had a whole like little luau section.
And then like across the parking lot, the parking lot is the Waffle House. So you can like really contrast and compare these institutions. Like, I think Cracker Barrel is just a way better experience than the Waffle House.
It depends on when you go to Waffle House. I mean, if you're going to Waffle House on the late night, well, yeah, expect to throw hands.
If you're going for like a brawl, I'd go to Waffle House.
Yeah, but
I have been to Waffle Houses and enjoyed them.
Yeah,
they're not bad. I've had.
That being said, I'm not too concerned about their logo. Although I did hear they were getting rid of the store and all that shit too, which would be a little disappointing because there's something ambient about that, you know.
I think this is. Are they teaching this in like marketing school now, where like how you do something like really stupid for your corporate branding, and then it just blows up and the whole world talks about you for weeks straight.
Right.
You know, like nobody cared about Bud Light until they put some trans dude like in a commercial.
Right. You got to be able to ride out the stock hit that you take, but then you just recover from that and you've just gained a bit more reach.
Yeah, because nobody gives a shit about Bud Light anymore. I mean, football season's back and people are like, oh, that like Looney Tune that was in a bathtub with Bud Light. These retards that drink Bud Light, they don't care. They cared for a minute, but it was just like the outrage of the week. And now they're just back drinking their Bud Light. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
You know, so, but... Yeah, it's.
But I mean, the president actually commented on the Cracker Barrel logo. If you're the marketing guy at Cracker Barrel, you got to take that as a win, right? Like, you did something that's so interesting.
Like a sort of libertarian here, boots on the ground report here. My wife is on the management team at Cracker Barrel. Shit is getting insane for the employees. Lots of threatening phone calls as if the employees are
they're just calling like
you
they're just calling the Lancaster. They're calling the Lancaster Cracker Barrel like, change the logo back, you fucking
you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna shoot the place up,
kill you, burn your place down.
You know how long I've been going to that Cracker Barrel every
That's
Sunday
fucking wild, dude.
Church.
But like, wow, it's like something struck a nerve there. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen this since the Land O'Lakes Indian.
Yeah, when they took the Indian out off the land.
Kept the land, got rid of the Indian. Yep.
Yeah.
I think we shared it. It was something I might have seized the meme, but it was great. It was like you had you had Aunt Jemima, you had the Land O'Lakes logo, you had Uncle Ben's, and I'm leaving someone else, and then it was the Cracker Barrel logo ascending into heaven. It was like, welcome, Cracker.
Yeah, that was great.
But he got recalled to Earth.
Yeah, man, it was a near-death experience. But
here it is. I gotta. Give me a minute.
Oh, you found it, but yeah, that's wild. But someone on Instagram, I came across it. I've seen his videos, and I'm like, yeah, everybody's outraged, and oh, it's woke, it's this, it's that. And I think Jared, I think you nailed it. It's just corporate world. It's just either marketing. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's. Oh, and Cream of Wheat. I don't know who that chef was.
Oh, yeah.
The Cream of Wheat and then Lando. So yeah, it was just a near death experience here for the old man in his chair and the old barrel. But
there's literally like nothing about that dude. It's just like not even a real person. It's just some dude sitting on a chair by a barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, is the idea that like crackers come in a barrel, or like what is the cracker and the barrel?
Actually, yeah, I'm actually not sure.
If only there was
or is it literally like he's a whip cracker, like the plantation owner and a barrel cracker barrel?
Maybe.
Let's see. But I mean, this one guy made a good point.
Cracker Barrel is a Cracker Barrel is a North American term, according to the Oxford Dictionary. It means plain, simple, and unsophisticated.
Cracker Barrel was founded in 1969 by Dan Evans in Lebanon, Tennessee, as a restaurant gas station concept to serve travelers on the new interstate system. Long story short here, the name Cracker Barrel comes from the old-fashioned general stores where barrels of soda crackers were used as a community gathering points for news and conversation, similar to a modern-day water coolers. Okay.
There you have it.
This is from the Cracker Barrel website. Yeah.
Crackers did come in a barrel back in the day.
Oh, so, yeah. And they got the big
nothing racist, nothing. See, look, there you go. There's a picture. See, you got all them rocking chairs out there.
Got the giant checkers.
Yeah, you got the giant checkers. I mean.
But if I wasn't going to go
before, feels homey.
Now, I mean, if I haven't already been to a Cracker Barrel, how could I even go to one now after all of this thing? Like,
right. Yeah. So yeah, with we as a nation are passionate about food, but not the Epstein client list. Crazy times.
I mean, Epstein is pretty much it's done now, right? Like no one's ever going to talk about that ever again. They did it.
Flaggetry, and like a 24/7 breakfast spot off the interstates have prevailed, and the Epstein client list is, I guess, memory hold until I don't know. But yeah, there's one dude made some points, and kind of going back to what Jared was saying, like that it's just corporate marketing, but also, you look at so many people get so upset about these corporate entities that are changing their branding or their logos or their aesthetics. Like, for example, the Pizza Hut, right? Or McDonald's. Like McDonald's used to have, the slanted roof and the whole playground area and, a big McDonald like statue outside and the golden arches and everything. But now they're all just boring buildings, nothing. But
they don't even have well, the good thing about McDonald's is they got rid of the cashiers and it's all like touchpads now.
So now they can, yeah. Well,
it actually is pretty easy. Like a transaction takes like 3 minutes. You can go in and out of there so fast.
Yeah.
I haven't stepped into a McDonald's. Well, I can't say I've never stepped into McDonald's but in probably like 30 years. The only thing
I'll occasionally get some kind of like breakfast food from them. It's,
I stopped there on the way, like when I was driving back from New York. It's only ever if I'm like on a road trip.
Yeah,
I won't just go there.
It was
you can get in and out in minutes.
Yeah,
but with no human contact. Thank you, minimum wage people. You really helped out McDonald's.
Right. Yeah. This dude made a point, and I don't know how true it is. I mean, it was just like some dude on TikTok talking about it, but it was like, all right, so if you're a corporation, the corporations own those lands, and then they lease it out to a franchisee, like a franchise owner, right? So they just care about the land and the property, right? And if it stays within the corporation, as their property, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And then it's reducing maintenance costs. It's reducing, like, you don't have to. And then if it becomes something else, it's like, doesn't matter. They still own the building. All right, now you don't have a franchisee owner running a Pizza Hut, but now it's just like, all right, like old style Pizza Huts. It's like if it goes out of business, it still looks like a Pizza Hut. You know, it's like, oh, it's a vape shop, former Pizza Hut, or it's or it's like, oh, there's this one where
it's going to identify as a vape shop, but you can tell what it was born as.
Exactly.
There's
like
one
there's
one that's like on the corner of the two major. Well, one major, like the corner of Liberty Road and Ridge Road in Eldersburg, near where I grew up, which was a Pizza Hut. And it still is shaped like a Pizza Hut, but it's been through probably 10 different restaurants.
Yeah.
Nice. The best incarnation, though, it was called Best China Buffet. Nice. And that shit was amazing. Really? But yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is because it's a super busy road, at least for like the suburbs. But it's like just constantly going out of business.
Look like a Pizza Hut. Nobody's going to want to go there.
Right.
Yeah, there's something about it.
If you just make your building bland and just boring and, just.
Yeah, you have this like, what is that style where it's all just blocky and shit? Brutalist. Yeah. Yes. Like everything's just brutalist. Like there's no character to it. It's just like boxes and like stone cut like facades and.
But that'll be a lot easier to refurbish into the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
When you recognize it as a McDonald's when it was just a block.
Right, exactly.
When I go home to Reading, PA, the Pizza Hut I used to go to as a kid is now like a Little Caesar, and it's such a travesty. It's like,
it's a Little Caesar?
What a downgrade.
Exactly. And then there's another one like south of Reading in Morgantown. And it's a Boston Market, but the Boston Market's been out of business. Like, has anybody ever seen a Boston Market open in like forever? So it's just like,
I think there's one in Eldersburg still.
It's like you never were a Boston Market. You're just in a Pizza Hut in a former Pizza Hut.
Dude, Eldersburg had two Pizza Huts.
What?
Yeah,
in that small town.
Yeah. Maybe it was because the first one closed down, but then they rebuilt the other one in the same shape of a Pizza Hut. They hadn't like learned their lesson. So there's two Pizza Hut shaped buildings. And I don't even know if they're Pizza Huts anymore, but they still stand.
You have former Wawas that again you automatically notice the Wawa shape.
I don't have a lot of Wawas. What is a Wawa shaped like?
The older ones had this.
Oh, the old ones for sure.
Pointed front.
Oh yeah,
you got to be like in like Philly suburbs, Jersey, like seeing these old ones. Yeah, it's kind of like, man,
dude. I've heard now there's more Wawas in Florida than in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. When we were
so
down
are we
at,
talking like this one?
Yeah, those are the newer.
Like this thing?
Nah, that's like a newer one.
New one.
I was gonna say this thing.
But the one with the pointed ones.
Go to the next one.
That one's trippy.
Kind of.
Not that one. That's a special. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen them like these ones.
Yeah, we were
and like these ones, which are definitely repurposable.
When we were down in Orlando for that like hybrid LP convention in 2020, there was a Wawa about a mile down from the hotel we were staying. So yeah, we would stop there to get coffee and snacks there instead of paying like out the wazoo. I forget. It was so ridiculous.
Blue Farms is like the same design here. Just same shit.
Man,
they definitely either copy each other or it's just the exact same architectural firm does them both.
Oh yeah, definitely. But well, besides fast food restaurants and breakfast spots, what else are on the docket?
Hey, where's Quincy? I thought Quincy was joining us.
I sent him a message. I guess
what happened?
Very sad.
So what's this story about? I guess we're getting back to Israel, but there's a story about Wikipedia censorship.
Well, yeah, they're concerned about foreign influence. If you scroll down, it'll tell you what it is.
The U.S. Congress's Committee on Oversight and Government Reform is investigating Wikipedia for the possible influence of nation-state actors in editing activities, specifically in articles related to Israel.
Now, you're thinking like finally they're going to crack down on Israel for controlling the narrative, right?
Right. But no.
Scroll all the way to the end, and it tells you what they're looking for.
Interesting. The letter specifically highlights systematic efforts to advance anti-Semitic and anti-Israel information
Shocker.
in Wikipedia articles related to Israel. It also notes actions by hostile nation-state actors to expose Western audiences to pro-Kremlin and anti-Western messaging by manipulating Wikipedia articles and other news outlets relied on for training AI bots.
Man, they're really...
I mean, do they understand how Wikipedia works? Like, you can't just edit it, right? Like, they'd have to, like, create a whole bunch of moderators. The moderators would have to get a bunch of clout. Like, it'd be this whole... Dude, and, like, who's doing this? Who's doing this? Like, Russia?
Who has the resources to try to manipulate media on a large scale?
Right. Yeah.
Crazy.
But
anyway, I mean, finally, Congress is going to crack down on Wikipedia and anti-Semitism. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, Wikipedia is not a government-owned platform. It's a private entity. Like, how are they going to crack down on it? I mean,
the same way.
I know what the answer is, but
Intel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, yeah, Wikipedia is constantly begging you for money, so maybe the government will just be like, "Hey, here's $1 billion."
I think they've got. I mean, they've got carrots and sticks, right? They got unlimited bribe potential, but I think a lot of it is like, we'll just arrest your CEOs. We'll destroy your stock. We'll,
put
like
some CP on your computer.
Yeah, and like anything. We'll send Luigi for your CEO.
Right.
I mean,
what's going on with that guy?
His trial's coming up. I forget who I was talking to the other day about that.
When is that thing?
Because we were wondering, because that's been kind of, I mean, everything gets memory hold, but that story kind of went away. But I'm sure once this trial comes up, I'm sure that'll be back in the news. But you wonder to what extent how much the media will be covering this story. I mean, the trial, but you never know.
They don't really cover trials.
Yeah, and I think it served its purpose. It got everybody fired up for universal health care for a minute. They made him into a quote martyr. Oh, killing these greedy healthcare CEO. But I don't know. I don't know if they're. I mean, it goes back to, remember the mass shoot, or not mass shoot. Well, yeah, it was the shooting or that other like potential shooter who went into the Blackstone building. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
They kind of buried that, and I think they buried that story, or kind of went off on a tangent with the connections that he was a football player and CTE, and it was in the NFL buildings, because I don't think they wanted to highlight the fact that one of the victims was a very high-level executive within Blackstone that's basically has buying up all these properties in Las Vegas, which is making housing prices almost unaffordable. So if you're just trying to get a starter home, it's like, forget about it. You're out of the market, because they're just buying up all the homes or turning them into rental properties. And so they don't want to discuss that. So I think that why they kind of glossed over that aspect of the story, or just kind of making like this high level executive within the company kind of just like, oh, a worker, like just, oh, that's just a worker. Because I don't think they want to, the corporate media, they don't want to highlight the fact that these individuals are kind of being targeted by some of these maybe lone wolves, maybe these MK Ultra goofballs, maybe there's an agenda. But
I find it interesting that there hasn't been too many copycats of Luigi.
I think that's why the media kind of were like, hey, we need to stop talking about this. We need to. So
maybe,
that's
but I mean, the media might have stopped, but like the social media didn't stop. I mean,
that's true.
They were fanboying this guy for months and months and months.
Yeah, it was a lot of these loony leftists, and there's been a lot of like,
it's not even loony. It's just everybody, even like just regular, whatever people were like, yeah, you know what, fuck this healthcare CEO.
But there's so many things to be outraged about since then. So there's been many of reeing since. So it just gets, people just kind of, they just forget about it,
Yeah, I guess I'd expected possibly like around that time there would be something else that would happen, but.
Guess not. Oh, did we want to bring up? Speaking of the Israelites, do you want to bring this up, Jared? Do you want to close out on this? This was pretty good.
The Black Israelites shit?
Yeah, this was hilarious. So my brother sent this to me too, and I was.
Your brother sent it to you?
My brother sent it to me too, and I was just laughing my ass off because remember it brought. And when I put it in the chat, I was like, "Oh man, remember that time we were hanging out at like the Christmas Village in Baltimore City?" So like every year they have this little German Christmas village in the Inner Harbor, and they have hot chocolate and food vendors
beer,
and
cheese.
German. Yeah, and then they have like a bunch of gifts and a bunch of vendors, and it's pretty cool. But like at the other end of the Inner Harbor, or like towards the end, there was all these Black Israelites out there protesting, or not protesting, but just out there.
I think they're just gathering, like like having a meeting or something. I don't know.
I was like, Jared, let's go talk to your people. So, but let's play this. This is hilarious.
Let's see. I gotta restart this thing here.
Oh man.
There we go.
Favorite Black Hebrew Israelites. There they are. I love these guys.
First and foremost, we're not Black Hebrew Israelites. That's offensive to us.
African American Hebrew Israelites.
American either.
All right, what are you?
We're just Hebrew Israelites.
Hebrew. I love it. They're Jews. They're like George Costanza from Seinfeld, except
what you got going on?
A little bit darker. Well, I'm your favorite president. We're working hard, but looking for ceasefire. Russia and Ukraine, right?
We don't want that, though.
Look at this guy. This guy looks possessed.
Hold on.
The guy on the end.
We don't want a ceasefire.
What do we want?
We want war.
What war?
That's what we want.
How can I join the Hebrew Israelites?
Chapter 19 and verse 11.
How can I join? I want to become a Hebrew Israelite.
You don't join. You see this shirt right here? You see this? What does it say?
Israelite blood runs through my veins.
Yeah, it has to be bloodline thing right here. You don't join this. This ain't a frat. This ain't a fraternity.
And he that set up on him was called.
That's right.
Faithful.
That's that Black Israelite blood.
Yep.
And in righteousness, he does good and make war.
What do we want to see?
Good and make war.
Tell Donald Trump what we want.
Good and make war.
No, we want peace.
Good and make war.
We want war.
Well, I have to tell you, you're very inclusive. You have a mentally retarded Black Hebrew Israelite, and I respect that. I respect that so strongly. So strongly.
How about your mama's mentally retarded?
Uh-oh.
How about your grandma's mentally retarded, right?
Well, I have great respect for retards. I have great respect for retards. They're not retarded, but if they were, they'd be winning retards, that I can tell you. But you guys, best of luck, okay? Best of luck with the war. Look at that. I love the do-rag.
Get in that
ass. Honestly, Alex, I think you do a better impression than that guy does.
Yeah, I think I could. But dude, he's been out there.
I mean, he's quick though. He's quick.
Yeah, but would you jump in the middle of the Black Israelite Hebrew?
I feel like you almost did, and Tierra had to like
feel like, oh, hell
keep you
no.
moving.
Yeah.
We were trying to go to the Hooters or whatever. Didn't we try to go to the Hooters?
Yeah, but it was just like, man, the Inner Harbor so sad. Baltimore. Yeah. So
they're building that new harbor place though, right?
Apparently, I don't know, unless the city runs out of money, which it probably will. I mean, it's so funny that Trump and our goofy governor are going back and forth about. It's just, and it's so pathetic that the mainstream, they just talk about this like they're just two goofballs, and it's just so fake and gay. But they're just going back and forth. And Trump the other day was like,
or audio.
I think I have the one, Jared. We remember it's in there. We were going to add it to the soundbite, but he was, this is all in reaction to the National Guard in DC, and
then he said he's going to send let me see if I can find
other cities.
He's going to send troops into Baltimore.
And so this was the video. It was
but he's going to send troops to Baltimore without the governor's permission.
Yeah. So then now the governor is now like, no,
here we go.
Protect the guard. And so it's so funny where it's like they love to pick and choose when we, send the guard.
Could this be a window of opportunity for the Protect the Guard activists to get something actually signed on to?
Potentially.
Trump threatens to send the military to Baltimore to clean up crime. The president made the threat on Truth Social amid the National Guard's deployment to D.C. and what Trump has described as an effort to fight crime.
But the soundbite one, Jared, that's also in the group chat. Yeah, it was in there. I think I was like, yeah, we this should be a soundboard drop. But he was interviewed in the Oval Office about this.
Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday. But first, you got to clean up your crime because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole. And this guy, I don't even think he knows it. He's another candidate for president. Between him and Newsom, you got some real beauties, I'll tell you. Baltimore, Wes Moore was telling me he wants.
He's like,
So let me ask you guys. You're more familiar with Baltimore than I am, and I admit I make jokes about it. But is Trump correct?
Yes.
I mean, it's not a hellhole.
Yeah,
there's definitely some slums that you want to avoid.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm generally unhappy with the governance here, but it's not like that bad. There's a lot of nice areas. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know that I want to live here for much longer.
Or
What's that?
is it worth crossing the Rubicon? Is it worth forgetting Posse Comitatus? Like,
well, you're gonna be in the city this weekend.
Yeah, we'll show you around. We'll
you
show you around the hellhole.
Yeah, you'll be in.
Is that where the wedding is?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're staying in Fells Point, which is one of the nicer neighborhoods.
All right. Well, okay.
So
we'll
you'll
see.
be able to judge for yourself.
I'll be able to look around and say, like, would I prefer to see a bunch of U.S. troops on the street? Odds are no. Like, whatever's going down, I can't see it really being improved by an occupying force.
What if they were picking up trash? What if they were unarmed but picking up trash? I would support that.
I'll allow
guess
it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Mobilize the troops to just pick up trash. And that would make me happy. That's honestly my biggest problem with the city is just the trash and people's disrespect for their neighborhoods.
I mean, at least that's what you see. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like Philly's just a trash pile.
Right.
All the East Coast cities. I mean, Miami seems to be a lot nicer than that.
Yeah. Miami's actually pretty clean. DC is actually pretty clean too, at least in like the wealthier areas.
Yeah, or the touristy spot.
Yeah, the touristy spots. They keep that shit clean. But
yeah, man, the East Coast
and like the harbor in
shitholes.
Baltimore is clean. I mean, not literally
swimming in that shit.
Not
you see all those fish washed up the other day.
I meant like just like inner harbor, like the nicer areas like Harbor East.
Oh, okay, not the actual water itself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not going in that thing. Bad. Maybe you can take a swim.
Yeah. Dude, if we raise enough money at my wedding, will you take a plunge? Because, I mean, it's on the dock. It's on the water.
Well, I mean, are you going to at least give me some antibiotics? Or, like, what do I get to, like...
Yeah, I mean, we got Johns Hopkins right down the street, dude.
Yeah.
The best hospital in the world.
We got some of the best hospitals in Baltimore. We're going to go...
You know what I'll do? I'll dive in, and then I'll board the trash monster and commandeer it.
Yeah, we'll have to show
you. I mean, that is one of the better things. It's like, if you do happen to get shot in the city, we have, like, the best hospitals in the country.
Yeah, but they're all
like, we're going to patch you up.
Yeah, but they're all doing, like, bioweapons and, like, gain of function and gender-affirming care.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to wait, like, 24 hours in the ER but to get seen. But once you get seen, it's the best doctors on the planet.
Some of the best. We got some of the best hospitals. But, yeah, I mean, for years, when there was, when they talked about the murder rate being so high, when they were like, oh, past 500. And then I remember one of my friends worked in shock trauma. And, if it weren't for some of these best hospitals in Baltimore, it'd be way fucking higher. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
It would be way fucking higher.
Like, yeah, you have shock trauma is here.
And
you got fucking helicopters flying around.
It has gone down. But the powers that be will never want to admit the fact that it was because of the Buren, the Supreme Court overruling the state of Maryland, New York, and other states that were May issue. So since I think that was 2022, more people have been arming themselves. And shocker, like the murder rate in Baltimore has gone down. It's been like almost cut in half from what it was doing for years. Now the crime rate, the juvies, they're fucking out of control. All the other stuff, but when it comes to like
the crime
shooting,
rate is still down too. But yeah, it's like it's shifted from organized gang violence,
crime.
Yeah, it shifted from like organized gang violence or
to a bunch of goofy kids
to a bunch of like kids.
Yeah, to a bunch of like kids out here just being a bunch of dummies. But
well, it's probably a market reaction where like kids get tried as juveniles or released immediately. Gangs employ them to be the front line people that are going to get busted, right?
Yeah,
kind of like
definitely
soldiers and their bullshit. But I mean, let's face it. If anybody really wants to talk about crime reduction, murder reduction, and they're not talking about like ending the war on drugs, you just know they're not serious, right? Like, there's nothing bigger that could be done to reduce the amount of crime than to legalize drugs and to eliminate the entire drug war. Eliminate the need to rip off shit, like break into cars to buy heroin, right? Like you shut this whole thing down. The gangs, the junkies, like you can shut it down like that, right? And have massive improvement on crime. But since they're not even talking about that, you know they're not serious.
I think my truck was broken into a couple weeks ago. I didn't talk about it, but it freaked me out a little bit.
You think?
So, I definitely think it was.
How do you not know for sure?
Well, because it wasn't like broken into
through the app.
I think I locked. Like I think I shut the door. I don't think I locked it all. Like I don't think it was
someone
closed all the way.
Open the door.
Yeah, but I locked it. Like I double tapped it, but it might not have been closed. I mean, you know how it is. Bad. This is a Ford.
Doesn't it yell at you if it's not all the way closed?
You got not if I'm walking away from it.
Or it wouldn't give you the locking confirmation.
Yeah. Because like if my shit's not all the way shut, it'll do like beep 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 or something like that.
Yeah, so maybe it may have been user error. You're not sure.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Well, no, here's the thing. I may or may not have locked it properly, and when I came out to the truck, the door was kind of cracked open a little bit. And when I got in the truck, my front like center console was pushed back. Like I have this like kind of like a contractor document protector where I have some things in there, right? So there was shit strewn all over the front of my seat and like paper everywhere, and like
somebody definitely went through it. So
they were rifling through. Meanwhile, and thank God I had like I probably had about $1,000 some in tools right behind, but like grinders, hand tools, fucking like my welding gear, a bunch of shit. But I guess they're just looking for chump change or dollars or something of value. But I'm like, yeah. And I came, so I must have been so tired from work, and then got up the next morning. And when I went out to the truck, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, like someone rifled through the front of the truck, but they could have gone behind. Yeah. But I mean, it was probably I probably didn't shut the door all the way, and it probably wasn't locked all the way. So
you shouldn't, that still shouldn't happen. But yeah, the trick is at least let your car alarm. I mean, my app will give me an alert if the alarm goes off. Like, do you get that through the Ford app?
No, I didn't download that app. What year is yours? Mine's a 2015. I don't think it has all that technology.
Mine's 18. I'm like right in that zone where you got the service without a subscription. Like they were like, it was kind of new enough. They were like just included with the truck for life, right? Instead of having to subscribe to use the app. So
yeah, but I mean,
the app, that's good.
But
it can work with your truck.
I'll check it out. I mean, thing is, like, I don't know, like I said, eventually getting the fuck out of the city, getting out of here. Tired.
Well, are you gonna get a house somewhere, or like move out to the country, have some babies? What do you got in mind?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can afford. But I mean, I don't know. Moving back to PA is always, it's always a potential. I mean, we're gonna be here for another year regardless, because she has a job lined up for a year. So, and then I'm kind of steady where I'm at. But yeah, the plan is eventually somewhere further out in the country, out in the sticks, somewhere.
The cities aren't safe. Abandon them.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not good on the current trajectory.
To me, it's not safety. It's like
just quality of life.
The lack of cleanliness, the fact that my property taxes keep going up, my insurance rates keep going up.
Oh yeah, man, insurance is out of control. Like how much you pay.
Like I've got to go switch insurance companies.
Also, the risk of another lockdown. Like when another lockdown happens, like the cities are the worst place to be.
Yeah, there's the mobility of like, how hard is it going to be to get out if something crazy happens? Like I don't need to be in the middle of the woods, but at least in like a suburb or somewhere less dense, you can kind of just fucking.
They trash Philly multiple times downtown, like streets full of glass, or some kind of Black Lives Matter.
To be fair, though, I'm like basically in the county. Like, I mean, I don't live in a row house. Like, I've got like a real
you're out in the country, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm on like the fringe of the city, so it's
okay. Good.
It's.
I just figure it's like you guys live in like Hill Street Blues or something.
No.
Yeah, we live on in the tower in the wire. that got demolished.
Oh man. Well, I don't know. Should we take this? Hop on over to the after hours and discuss some other topics. The
overflow room. Maybe Quincy will hop on. Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably not. But
dude, I'll tell you about my. I went with Dan O'Neill. We went to see Jimmy Dore and Max.
Tell us all about that.
Yeah, up in New Jersey. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, folks, if you're listening to that, then you know that we've got an after hours coming up next. If you want to listen to that after hours, you've got to join our Patreon. And you can do that by going to patreon.com/punkrocklibertarians. And for as little as $3 a month, that's 3, you can join the Patreon and get access to our After Hours podcast. We also have T-shirts available on libertariancountry.com. You can use the code PRL to save 5%. And until next time, live free
or die.